Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing a book review, and this is probably going to be a pretty unpopular one because I am actually going to be talking about why I did not like a book that everybody and their mother seems to just absolutely love. So the book I'm going to be talking about is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, and I gave this book a 2.5 stars. This is not the type of book that I normally would have picked up on my own. It's more of a gamer book, and I'm not really into video games. And so it's not really the type of book I would have picked up on my own. But the book club that I'm in was reading this one. So, of course, I read it. And I'm sorry, but I just did not like it. So, Ready Player One, if you don't know, follows our main character, Wade, who, he's a teen, and he goes into this virtual world all the time called the Oasis. And the founder who created this virtual world, the Oasis, James Holiday, is like this multi-billionaire, but when he passes away, he has no heirs and no family members to leave his fortune to. So before he passes away, he ends up creating a game, sort of like a scavenger hunt or a treasure hunt within the Oasis. So there's this hunt to find Holiday's egg that he hid in the Oasis. And the first person to reach the egg basically inherits all his fortune. So our main character, of course, Wade, is in this competition to try to find Holiday's egg. So that's pretty much the premise of what this book is about. Getting into why I did not really like it and rated it 2.5 stars. Really, I had 3 main issues with this book. I have more than 3 issues with it, but I have 3 biggest issues with it. The first one being all of the 80s pop culture reference, which, again, I know, unpopular opinion, because I know a lot of people love this book for that simple fact. They love all the 80s pop culture reference. It makes them feel nostalgic, and I get that. If that's you, great, that's fine. That wasn't me. I couldn't care less about all the pop culture references. For one thing, I did not get a lot of them. A lot of the gamer ones and the music ones I didn't get. I did get most of the movie references, but to me it's like, okay, you're bringing up Back to the Future and 16 Candles. Why do I care, really? So to me, the references was like, I really don't care about this. Why are you bringing it up? And I felt like it didn't add anything to the story either. I felt like, okay, you're bringing it up just to bring it up, just so the reader can maybe feel some nostalgia, but I didn't see any point of the references to the story, the actual storyline. So that was one of my main issues with this. The second one, my second main issue, was that, you know how in school, when you're learning about writing, your teacher always tells you, show, don't tell. Well, I felt like this did a lot of telling versus showing. Um, and that also kind of goes along with the my third main issue was I felt like there was just so much information that's dumped on you throughout this book. And I feel like it really affects the pacing and slows down the pacing because every time I would start to get a little bit interested in the book and I think, okay, maybe it'll pick up now. This seems like it's gonna get good now. And then it slows down again because now they're explaining the history of some video game or the virtual world that they're going in, and I'm just like, ugh, again, really? So I just had an issue with that. I felt like it really drags the pacing for the book. So those are kind of my three main issues with this. I will say that, it was interesting, kind of the message in the book about, it's got this theme of, how as a society we've become sort of addicted to technology and we kind of escape the real world through technology, and how we kind of lose connection with real people. Like, we're so connected with technology, but at the same time really disconnected. Um, and so I felt like that was kind of a theme throughout this book, as well as it also sort of touches on the whole reality versus perception, especially when the characters meet up in real life and it's like, whoa, you're nothing like I pictured you from based on, your online persona. So it's this whole reality versus perception. Another thing I'll say is I think the romance in here was pretty unnecessary as well. I felt like the romance was just kind of thrown in here just to have a romance. Like, hey, every book has a romance now, so we gotta have one in this one. You two characters, okay, you like each other. I felt like it was unnecessary and didn't really need to have that part in the book. And that's the other thing about this book is the characters. I really didn't care much for any of the characters in this book. I really didn't care if any of them lived or died. Not even Wade, the main character, who we're reading from his point of view. And it's like, if I don't care about any of the characters and I don't care whether the main character lives or dies, the main character, the one we're supposed to be rooting for, and we're in their head, their perspective, if I don't care about them, that's really not a good sign at all. So, yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. If you guys really liked this book and enjoyed this book, that's great. I'm glad you liked it and enjoyed it. For me, this was just not my type of book. I had too many issues with it, and I really did not enjoy it. That's pretty much my opinions on Ready Player One. I know they're not going to be very popular opinions, but that's pretty much my honest review for this book. Let me know in the comments below if you've read this, what your thoughts were. If you disagreed, that's totally fine. If you agreed, just let me know what your thoughts were down in the comments below. I will say for people who comment down below whether you agree or disagree with anyone who comments, just be respectful of other people's opinions, because we all have different opinions. Like I said, I didn't enjoy it, but if you did, that's great. So yeah, let me know your thoughts below, and I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye.